Hey, my beauties. Yes, I am live. I'm live with you. It's Sunday, November 20th. I always have to check the date. I love these colors, so I want to bring them forward.
It's Sunday,
Oops.
November 20th.
Here, hold
I
on.
always have to check the date.
There we go. Oh, terrible feedback. How are you guys doing? Mellow, happy and mellow today. And just going to be a community chat, I always call it, live with you, with my YouTube family. And yeah, just kind of chilling out, having some lavender, what is that? Lavender chamomile tea I've got here. And I actually just put on some incense. You know, my favorite incense is the Moss Garden by, it's not Shoyido, and it's real subtle. So I just put some of that on. Thought I would hang out with you guys. So I'll do mini readings for my regulars, I'm going to say. Those of you who are here regularly, who support the channel, I might do some mini readings. You can ask your meditation questions. Don't mind me, I'm just straightening up around me. Yes, how are you? Hello. Hi, Maristar. Yeah, so it's Sunday. Sunday is my favorite day. And actually the sun is just coming in, and I was trying to figure out if I should move back, but then it's a little bit weird. But yeah, the sun is coming in through the window, that low winter angle. So yeah. Oh, that's so great. Yeah, thank you for sharing, because I am gonna mention that. So Maristar, I'll put it up here. Put that comment. Yeah. She shares that the meditation retreat last week was so relaxing. So actually, while I wait for folks to join, welcome. Welcome. Hey, namaste, beautiful ones. So yes, I wanted to continue sharing with you, because now some of you see every video of mine, like I know for a fact. But many people, maybe they'll see like every fourth video or every sixth video. So I do have to repeat stuff, because I never know. I think, well, I've been mentioning it, but the person's been busy. They haven't seen a video. So what Ameristar is talking about is I'm having I'm calling them mini retreats, Uncover the Sacred Self, and she attended. So just like you're on the other side of the screen, right? But we could be live in just a much smaller, obviously not public on YouTube setting. And there are two more coming up. So they're mini retreats. I think one is a Saturday afternoon early in December, and one I think is like the 11th. But the link is below this video. I would love to see some of you there. And so I didn't tell her to say that, but she said the meditation retreat last week was so relaxing. It's about 3 hours, and I lead you on different practices. So kind of like this, except I can see you. You can comment if you want. It's just more intimate. It's more personal, which she can attest. And just really nice, really, really nice. And we do eating meditation, which I know sounds weird. I know that sounds weird. We do mindful eating, I should say. We do walking meditation, and we do seated mindfulness meditation. So you can attend if you've meditated at all. Like, you don't have to be a meditation expert, but it's good if you've had some, mindfulness, like awareness, just watching your breath, just sitting quietly, if you've had experience with that. So check them out. The link for it, the mini meditation retreats, is below. So I have my cards here. I will probably pull from the angel card deck. And I also have the Osho Zen deck, which I quite like. Okay, so we'll just hang out and chat. And really, questions. So like Ameristar, do you have a question? Who else is here? Say hi. And this is a little bit earlier than I usually do. I tend to do, in my head, I think I do like 4. I like to come on live on Sunday around 4. But so, yeah, let me know how you're doing. What's the weather where you are? We're having a strange day here. Like it was like dark and snowing lightly, and you felt like you just wanted to go back to bed. Then the sun comes out, and it's like crisp and windy. Then it was like really windy, and just, I'm glad it's getting cold though. I'm glad we're having weather that matches the season, just in terms of the health of the planet. So, hi, Jasmine. Welcome, Jasmine. So, yeah, get some tea. If you have a question, go ahead. I'll pull an angel card. I've got some crystals nearby. I think this is aquamarine. I should know. It just really drew me. I just love that. Look at that really sweet green color, very healing. And then I believe this is desert rose, which is just, it's strange, but also there's just a particular quality to it that I really like. Desert rose. It's less common. I feel like, I mean, it's common. It's not an uncommon one, but I don't think a lot of people talk about it or mention it. But there's just this very quiet energy. It just drew me when I was in a shop. So yeah, ask a question in the chat. Say hi. I've got my tea, I've got my incense, and folks come on, they come on, they may go off, get a snack, and come back. So if you have a question, hi, Goddess Kwana. I was just sharing about the meditation retreats, the mini retreats. For those of you just coming on, um, I just talked about that, so I'll mention it again later. Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes, right. So I'll probably do it again this time. I'll share. So during the mini retreat, and I have two more you can register for coming up. They're in the afternoons. So Ameristar attended, and I decided at the end to just pull a little angel card for everyone. And it resonated for everyone. It was very different. So expansiveness was her card. And so she says that she's preparing for her move, for her sabbatical. And it was a card about openness, right? Expansiveness. I believe it had like a person, the angel was in a balloon, a hot air balloon. And so this idea of air, which I also want to say Ameristar is open mind, open thoughts. So expansiveness to new things, which she was moving into. So yeah, so I'll pull some cards here. So yeah, do you have a question? Go ahead and put it in the chat right now so I can start. Yes, Ameristar, I'm actually thinking of that very much. You absolutely could do it every month. Absolutely. It's just so refreshing to take time and tune into yourself, and that's what it was. It wasn't so much a teaching retreat. So I don't talk a lot during it. I lead you, but you're basically practicing meditation in your own space. And like I said, we have lunch, but we eat lunch mindfully. It's just really nice. Like, trust me, really, really nice. And she's sharing her experience here. And then, so at the end, and I'll probably do that for the next one, like I said, I'll pull a card. So, yeah, welcome. How are you doing chakra wise, meditation wise, energy wise? How are you? Sorry to slurp. Jasmine, do you have a question or would you like a card pull? Let's see. Okay, so I've got angel cards. The Osho deck I always say that I like because it's very blunt. The Osho Zen deck, if you're looking for a deck to do a card a day for yourself, I don't have the box, but it is called the Osho, 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 Osho Zen deck. This is what the back of them looks like. So, yeah. And Jasmine, let me put up your comment. So if you're just joining, I like putting up your comment, featuring you. I'm almost tempted to, forgive me if I have one political comment. There's another lady that a friend of mine watches, and she just does readings. Like, that is her thing. I think she's called, oh gosh, Comanche. She calls herself something Comanche, and then her name. And she loves to talk about politics. As you know, that's not my vibe. It's just too much craziness. But I do want to mention here, as I shuffle for Jasmine, that I had pulled months ago, just about Donald Trump. I was just interested in what was going to happen. And I looked up until December, and I got a card called the Knight of Wands. So what I saw, again, just my one political mention in here, I saw him, that knight card is a man on a horse moving. So moving freely. I saw him moving forward and moving freely. And I did already say this. I'm not just saying this now that he's announced, but I shared this maybe about a month ago, I think, in another video, maybe 3 weeks ago. So I saw him moving freely all the way up till December. Now, I just say December because I only asked up to December. Okay. So it's interesting because it was right. He's, he's moving freely. He's moving forward. The Knight of Wands is a card of moving forward in your projects, whatever your project is, whether it's running for office or whatever, it's you're moving forward and you've got energy. So I did not ask after that, but it was, I think when I first did the reading, it was like 3 months out. I mentioned that, goddesses, also because I'm doing a sale. Look below the video for readings. Don't miss out if you just simply want a reading. If you're not as much into meditation, I do have a sale on readings. So Jasmine, I'm going to pull for you. I'm going to tune into you right now. And you're in a very transitional space. Okay. So you guys, let's take a breath together. Breathe in and feel like we're all sitting in a circle. Wherever you are in the world, if you're in Texas or DC, Virginia, California, I'm naming places that have a lot of viewers, Great Britain, a lot of people from India, Poland, Italy, of course, mostly US as well. But so let's join our energies. I'm going to pull a card, and I'm going to pull from the Osho Zen deck for Jasmine. It's interesting because I usually pull the angel card, but I feel like you need the Osho Zen deck. And I may also pull an angel card. Jasmine. Ah, interesting. Jasmine, you got a beautiful card. This is basically the Queen of Wands. So I was speaking about the Knight of Wands in relation to the Donald Trump and seeing him moving forward politically up until December. You got the Queen of Wands in the Osho deck. So let me show you. It's a very nice card. It's this goddess, and she's shown like really large, she's full figured, her clothes are big and voluminous. And the idea is that she is so rich and abundant. This is the Queen. Yeah, the Queen of Wands. But you got this, Jasmine, reverse. And what this means is you're not fully sharing your beautiful gifts, goddess. So, and I love for you to talk back. So let's wait and see what she says. But Jasmine, you need to share more. The way a queen, you see how she's holding a platter of fruit. She's got light. She's got sunflowers. There's a sense of abundance. She's got her crown, her jewelry, fabric, luscious fabric, silks and velvet. The idea is that she can share so freely because she cannot run out. So Jasmine, Spirit is saying, because you got this reverse, you're not quite sharing your gifts yet with the world the way that you should and that you need to. Okay? And that you can. You have gifts to share. And there's some part of you that's either holding them back, or you may feel you're not ready, Jasmine. So let me know. Let me know. And let's see. And let's see who else is joining us. Hello, hello, hello. So I want to wait for Jasmine. Yeah, so Jasmine says, let's see her response to that, and then I'll go on. Yes, I can see that in my life. Yeah. I mean, it's, I don't know what the gift is with this one card, but it's something that you have that you can share, whether it's specific knowledge in a field, in an area, that you're skilled in, whether it could even be something like sharing your time, or like it could be like if someone needs help and support and you could offer it. And again, this doesn't mean you should overgive. It just says that you have this, you have enough in this area. So that's what Jasmine, that's what you got. So look at where you're holding yourself back from sharing. It can very much be a career. If a reading was about career, it would mean you're not fully stepping into your power in your career and your work. That's often what it means, because it's that suite of creativity and expression. So yes, hope that was helpful, Jasmine. I'm taking some time now and I'm reading the comments. I'm putting them up. Goddess Kwana says, I have one. I have one. Okay. Since I moved on, I'm not even sure in terms of the one. What would you recommend to help stay focused when meditating? Okay. So, Goddess Kwana, a couple of things. What you should do is I'm going to restart my meditation series. It's 8 weeks of actual training in meditation. And so, as I am now in the seventh class. We just had it this morning. We had the seventh class. It was so beautiful. So that is separate from the retreats. The retreat is that it's a retreat. We practice meditation and I lead you. The course, the 8-week mindfulness course, which I'm recommending for you, Goddess Kwana, starts January. And you learn how to deal with things like thoughts, that are distracting you. And that's super common. That's not unusual. It doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong, Goddess Kwana. It's just the mind. And this is what I talk about when I'm, in the course and training the women in it. The mind is like a little puppy. So a little puppy, the way a puppy chases everything, it chews on socks, it chews on everything, probably. Anything it finds, our mind is like that. So it does take training um, to get the mind to kind of sit and stay, and just like a puppy, to stay. When you say stay, for it to stay. So one of the things I teach is a practice called noting. Okay, so I'll share that with you when we go deeper in the course. Noting is a method of giving a quick label to what's happening. Okay. And I can't really go deep here because I'll lose a lot of folks, either because it's just not their question and it's hard to fully explain it. But if you find that you are Goddess Kwana, you find that you're planning a lot. So when you sit to meditate and you close your eyes, if you find you start planning, you would use a simple note where you say to yourself, planning, planning. And then you would bring yourself back to just watching your breath and sitting quietly. And that training over and over using that noting method is one of the main ways to begin to help your mind to focus. The other way is just simply practicing with the intent to keep your mind focused. Okay. So do check out the 8-week program. I'm looking at my comments, sorry. It will start in January. So I'd love to have you in that. Right now, there are 6 women, I believe. I am dyslexic. 6 or 7 women in the current course, and we're almost in the last class. We have one more class, and then I'll restart again. So Goddess Kwana, I would check that out, and the link is below the video. Jasmine says, I believe it's more of trusting my intuition. I'm those sessions. Trust your intuition, but it's more than that. What is your intuition telling you, Jasmine? What is your intuition telling you to do? This is something active that you had gotten the sharing card, but reversed. So it's something your intuition is telling you that you need to do or be, like evolve into, Goddess. Whether that's, start putting out your catering business or your tutoring business or something like that. So yeah, what is your, Jasmine, go ahead and share with us. Hi, if you're just joining, I'm pulling cards. If you alert me at this point, okay, so if you're here live, welcome, and I will pull a card for you and we can talk about it. And let's see, Goddess Kwana says, okay, yeah, I would love to have you. And the mini retreats are different. So the mini retreats and the meditation 8 weeks are different. The mini retreats are like 3 hours in an afternoon where I lead you basically in a meditation retreat. Really peaceful, really calm. The 8-week course is like you're learning and practicing. So you're not just listening to me talk. No. I'm very practical. So I talk, but then we practice different types of meditation, how to deal with thoughts that are runaway thoughts, how to deal with upsetting emotions. In fact, goddesses, that's what I led today in the meditation course. We worked with how to deal with difficult emotions like anger, shame, guilt. It was really, really gratifying. I almost started to cry because one person in the group shared something really deep, really profound, and then others shared, and it was just so beautiful. I'm really glad I am focusing on teaching meditation, which I did a little bit in the past, but I wasn't leading it as much. And I'm just feeling really gratified. There you go, community healer, Jasmine. So, yes, there's some way you can expand that, goddess. There's some way you can expand it without depleting yourself. So, my sense is in some way you're not confident that you won't deplete yourself. So, for you, you see how I really like to help. I really enjoy helping people, and I really enjoy helping people who want to be helped. That is the key. So, Goddess Jasmine, yes, you have to tap into your the inner queen. This card is saying you have a lot to share. You have ample to share, but either you're not confident in sharing it. Maybe you don't have the means or the method yet. They'd have to pull other cards. In fact, Jasmine, I'm going to pull an angel card for you. All right. And if you have a question, get it in the chat now. If you're live with me, that is really special because, I can't pull for you if you're watching the replay. Okay. Not to put off the replay people, because most people will watch in a replay. Most people, a couple hundred people will probably watch the replay. So you will get something from this, the replay folks. Anyway, also ask questions about meditation or chakra work. I just explained noting and what that practice is. But let me pull for Jasmine another card. So she got the Queen of Fire before sharing. Okay. Yes. Okay. You got the card of Delight. So Jasmine, just from those two cards, my sense is that there's more pleasure and joy for you in your sharing. Because as I said, look at this queen. She's smiling and there's a sense that she's healthy. She's robust. Like I said, she's not going to run out. And so you got the card of Delight, but reverse. So there's some sense that you need to bring more joy and pleasure and into your life as a community healer. Jasmine, does that make sense? And then from that you can share. Are there fun ways, pleasant, pleasurable ways? Do you want to maybe get a group of healers together and work together, or cross promote each other, or give like workshops together, like maybe an acupuncturist, maybe a Reiki person? See, Jasmine, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, let me know if that delight resonates with you. Need more delight. She says, okay, great. Great. Welcome if you're just joining. She says, as a healer, sometimes I'm even afraid to claim this despite my training and experiences. That's what this is about. Yes, that's what I'm saying. You're not stepping. This is a queen card. It's the Queen of Wands, which is fire. And you see they use a lot of orange and red in it. So yeah, you're almost not stepping fully into the passion for what you do confidently enough. And that's also why you got that second card, Delight, and upside down. Yeah. So it seems like you need to almost praise yourself more, give yourself more belief, more love, more confidence in your abilities. Yeah, that's wonderful, Jasmine. So, yeah, I hope that helps. And you are welcome. You are welcome. Hi, Silverhead. I was just sharing that just about the meditation and just in general, and the deep, like work and insights that folks are having in that program. Of course, not giving any like personal details, but just sharing the depth at which the women are going. So yes, let me put you back up. Much joy and abundance. Yes. Check out her channel, Silverhead Fitness. I love the name, and look at her picture, just really beautiful, encouraging us to move. In fact, you guys, especially even those on the replay, I think I'm gonna focus a little bit more, mixing in some health stuff. Why do I say that? Why do I say that? I'm not, I don't do everything. I don't talk about every topic. It's spirituality, specifically meditation, mindfulness, and chakra work. But, and yoga, I do some yoga. But I think that as I'm seeing folks around me struggling with their health, we need to get our basic health stuff together. So I'm probably going to just do a little bit more on health, right? And kind of just the basics. I'm not going to dive into like take this and or like this vitamin and this neurotransmitter. Just what I see from most of us is it's the overall level of the food we're eating that we need to focus on. Getting good, nutritious food. So I'm going to do a little more with that. Okay. Give me a yes if that interests you. Um, I may do a poll to find out what interests you. I don't know that I'm going to do like recipes because that gets really detailed. But if I have like a quick smoothie recipe or anything like that, I will absolutely share it. Yes. And so Silverhead said, I enjoy the mindfulness training. Thank you for the referral. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. So, wonderful to have you and your wisdom and your insight in there. Yeah, we have such a broad range of women. It's a nice space. And for any gentlemen in the audience, Divine Masculine, the next mini retreat is open to all. So the first one was women. This one upcoming, I think it's December 3rd. But again, link is in bio. This is the mini retreat, open to whomever. And then the last one is again for women only. And then in January is when we have the full training, the 8 weeks of training and how to meditate. And yeah, that Silverhead Fitness is enjoying. And we're learning just so much. And they're learning from each other as well. So let me pull another card. Who has it's a community chat. I've got my angel card, so I'm putting back the delight card. Yasmin, thank you for your question. She says, yes, yes. So you are gifted. You need to embrace the fact that you say community healer. That means you are giving. Like I totally get that. You didn't just say healer, you said community healer. So you are already giving, but find ways where the word delight is like like delight is when somebody's like just laughing and happy and they feel really full. So, what can you do to build yourself up that way? Yes. Silverhead, do you want me to pull a card? A couple of you are here live, but you got to ask. I don't want to, if you don't have a question or want me to do anything, I'll just sit here and sip my chamomile lavender tea, and then I'm going to take a nap because like I said, I was teaching this morning. I am making, oh yes, okay. So Jasmine, yes, that was helpful, and I'll pull for Silverhead. Just general advice, what Spirit wants you to know. I am making carrot ginger soup. Who else makes carrot ginger? Oops. Do you make carrot ginger? It's easy. Goddesses, again, now maybe that's a recipe I could share in a video. Such an easy soup to make. As long as you have a blender, a decent blender, delicious, nutritious. It's so good. Carrot, it's basically carrots and ginger. And of course, you got to spice it up a little bit. So let me know, just say soup recipe, and I will maybe make a quick video about it. So now I'm pulling for Silverhead Fitness. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I want to shuffle a little bit more. Just general advice. Wisdom. You got light. That's interesting because I feel like that's abstract. You got light. Bring more light in. Now, this could be literally Silverhead. I'm getting, do you like candles? I'm getting that with the season as we're going into a darker season. Maybe it can literally mean you need more light in your home, or even as I'm filming this, you guys, I have it's like a sun lamp. That's what I use. It's like a fake sun lamp. So there's some sense that you need more light, Silverhead. Let me know how that resonates with you, because I'm getting it might be literal. Like at first I was like, yeah, it's abstract, but I'm getting that in your case, it may be something about your actual light that you may want to either change your light bulbs to make them more maybe sunlight friendly or something like that is what I'm getting it actually could be. Oh, Joanne says, okay. Yes, yes, it's so easy. Easy, it is easy to make. Okay, so Joanne, you're telling me you don't need my recipe, Joanne. Fine. That's all right. Silverhead says, and Silverhead, yes, it would. You could feature it on your channel. I don't know if you do food on your over on your channel because your fitness, obviously we can't be fit if our food isn't right. So okay, she says. I have candles lit a lot. Okay. So yeah, I'm getting it's something with the candles, with something with bringing light. So you do like candles, and I did not know that about her. Even though she's taking meditation with me, we didn't talk about if she's got candles in her house or anything. So yes, more light, more light. You're craving light in some way. It could be lightening up, if we take it more metaphorically, light food, lighten your food maybe. But like I said, I first got it as light in your home. I'm still getting it might be your light bulbs and the actual light you expose yourself to, Silverhead. So check on that. Yes, the bulbs. It's worth the money, goddess, because I know you are conscious of your well-being. It's worth the money maybe to get some better quality bulbs that give you that light that we need, right? That we need the sun. Okay, Joanne says, yes, the old Moosewood. Okay, Joanne, that's interesting because I live in the town of the Moosewood restaurant. So that's so interesting. Yep, oh my gosh, do I have their old? I have one Moosewood cookbook. I don't know where it is, you guys. I mean, they put out like 15. But Moosewood, any of you goddesses watching this, especially on the replay, since I can't pull a card for you, check out the Moosewood cookbooks. You can often get them very cheap at used bookstores. Joanne, did you have yours new? I mean, you said it's old, so you've had it for a while, Joanne? They have wonderful recipes. And well, I was going to say something about the place now, but I won't. I won't. Bulbs could be, yes, yes. Okay, who else would like me to pull a card for them or any questions? Give me a soup in the comments if you want me to, and if you're watching the replay, put it really under the video, put soup. Because I'm not going to film this video if you're not going to watch it. Carrot ginger. You could just Google it, but I don't know how good their recipe is. But the concept of carrot ginger. Wow, great connection there. Yes, I live in the town that the Moosewood restaurant is in. For those of you who don't know, this is how good this vegetarian restaurant was. I don't find them as good anymore, but I will share with you. And that can change, so that's why I didn't want to say that. But back in the day, the New York Times food critic rated it as one of the best restaurants, not just vegetarian. And that's why it was key. It wasn't just like one of the best, it was rated as one of the best restaurants in the country. And it was vegetarian. So that's mixing it, putting it with all the other types of restaurants like in New York City and LA. And it was huge. They made a brownie that was just so good. I am not lying. That was one of the reasons I moved to the town because I'm super health conscious. I love the whole area. And then I thought, well, it's a great restaurant. I just love it. And I also had friends in the area when I moved here. My friend's family was not far from here. So, yes. Card, please. Sure, Joanne. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So, yeah, that is soup recipe. Thank you, Jasmine. I will. I probably will. Um, the thing with YouTube likes you to stay with one topic, or really limited topic. And so you may not know that. If you don't do that, they kind of penalize you. It's not that they penalize you, but goddesses, you may like me to talk about chakras. And though if I talk about anything other than chakras, you or the other person may not watch the video. Then YouTube is like, oh, they didn't like that video. It wasn't that they didn't like it, but it wasn't the topic, right? So that's why even if I start doing recipes, I have to be careful because people will be like, well, I didn't know she was cooking. So you see, that's how YouTube works. Joanne, do you have a question or area of concern? And welcome if you're just joining. Welcome live. I am here live. It's November 20th. It is what time? Eastern. It's 3:22. I've got some lavender tea, lavender chamomile, really good. And I'm pulling cards. So if you're just joining me, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Joanne, I'm going to pull then in general for you. And let me go back up. I might. Okay. So Joanne. And again, ladies, just I hope you're relaxing as you're listening to me. So again, bring to mind that circle that I said before, like we're all sitting together in our own space, but it's as if right next to you is another woman, spiritually aware and just energetically supporting each other and on your left. And so the energy is going out the right and coming around, and you're receiving from the left. It's like we're sitting in circle together in front of a fire, in front of like a campfire. We were having like our women's gathering. All cultures, often the women would have their own spiritual groups and the males would have their own spiritual groups. And then anybody who didn't fit in either of those groups, they would have a specific role. Often maybe they were a seer, or they would be allowed into one or of the other. So imagine that we are sitting in circle together. Oops. Here, I want to get, something jumped out. Okay, I'm going to get the card that jumped out. You got humor, Joanne. She got humor. Humor is needed, Joanne. So is it about something that's happening in your life? You may need to see it. You know how they say with like you need a dose of humor. You guys have to know, I find clowns a little spooky. Am I the only one who finds clowns spooky? So Joanne, you got humor. The message is that there's a need for lightening up a little bit in some way, or laughing about something, not taking something seriously. So Joanne, tell us, what area are you feeling that? What area of your life? Okay, and I see a new comment. Let me check it. Hang on, guys. She says, interesting. Okay, let's see. Health via new cleansing ritual. Health. Okay, I saw that after I'd pulled. Health via new cleansing ritual, but you got, yeah, and she says maybe laughing more. I'm telling you, I'm very accurate. It's these one cards. It's like it seems simple, but when you really think on it, like, yeah, is there enough kind of play in your life? I was going to say silliness, Joanne, but I'm getting like play. You know how sometimes when you do have kids or nieces or nephews or even grandkids, playing with them is such a joy because they're just so silly, right? They may have food on their face. They want to do something. You twirl them around and they're just like giggling like crazy. So my sense, Joanna, is you need more humor and play. So the clown's got balloons. It's a clown angel, and we all know that clown angels exist. Okay. Hi, Angel. Are you new to the channel, Angel? Share a little bit about yourself. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Joanne, let me know. Yeah, she says maybe laughing more. Think on it a little bit. Are you maybe very serious about certain things? Are you very serious about certain things? Is there a situation in your life that you need to laugh about that maybe you've been taking maybe too much to heart? Yes, let's see. Too much emphasis on health. It's funny because you did say the Moosewood Cookbook. Yes, you did, right? I was talking about the soup, so you're very health conscious, right? How can you have some humor about it? Around people who aren't health conscious. That's what I'm getting for you. Maybe there are those who aren't health conscious. Sorry, it's just adjusting my meditation cushion, which I'm sitting on. And so maybe can you take them more lightly, not take it too seriously? Joanne, that's what I'm getting for you. All right, let's go on. I just want to again thank Ameristar for being here. Thanks for your great comments about the meditation retreat. And those of you just joining, mini retreats, the link is right below the video. Check those out. They're afternoon retreats with me, with a small group, and they're really wonderful. Really, really wonderful. So Jasmine, glad you're here. Goddess Kwana, glad you're here. I'm just highlighting as I go through. And finally, and Joanne, yes, yes, Joy Angels. You're welcome, Joanne. You're absolutely welcome. Also, if you want to come for a full reading, I have lots of cards in here in my basket. The Native Spirit. I have um, the Traveler's deck. Trying to have the cards not fall out. I love this deck. Gives a lot of wisdom. The Isis Goddess deck. Fairies, which, believe it or not, give very, very clear answers. Even one of them is about food, like your diet needs to be more vegetarian. So very practical. So let me pull now for the next person here. Angel. Yes. Angel. Oh, nice. Welcome, welcome, Angel. Okay, and Angel, just, yeah, you're sharing a little here. I'm going to pull a card for you. Oh, okay. So let me focus on the romantic. And Angel, come for a reading. I'm having a sale, you guys, and I have a limited number of coupons. So it's not time limited. It's how many coupons I put. And when those are sold out, that means I've reached my limit. So I put it by a certain number and then the coupon ends. So Angel, maybe come for a half hour. If money is tight, just do a half hour. Or I have a full hour, which I recommend because we start talking. And it's really counseling isn't the right word, but I find that when women come for a reading with me, we get into very deep stuff and it's very healing. So if you can afford an hour, do an hour. And like I said, there's a link below to it to just check it out. And I am having a sale. So on that note, I'm going to hold for Angel that it's around romance. And in fact, I'm going to do the Osho deck. Okay, so guys, form our circle, our wisdom circle. You're getting energy from the left, only positive energy, and energy is going out on the right or connecting. You're just connecting with the other beings here in space and time who are with us. And her question is around a romantic relationship. Yeah. And you deserve, I would do some affirmations. Number one is what I'm getting for you. You need to affirm because part of you is not convinced. I mean, you guys, look at how beautiful, right? Angel, look at how beautiful. And you're saying no romantic relationship. Okay, so something is up. Something is up. I would work with affirmations I'm getting. Something like, I am beautiful. I am a divinely created being. I deserve love. I give love and I deserve love. Something like that. All right, let's see. So you need to do that, and you need to do that every day because there's some sense of you not feeling that. All right. Huh. You need to participate in groups. I'm going to show you the card in 1 second. So this is what was pulled for Angel. Now, I know this is strange looking, but what it is, it's like you're supposed to be looking down at people. They have like a weird headdress. It's like metaphorical. And if you look really closely, it's like 4 people and their hands are like this. And you're looking down at them and it forms what's called like a vajra. A vajra is this like implement that's supposed to bring power, and it's participation. So Angel, you got this reversed. You need to be in more groups. And and that's like obvious, right? If you want to meet people, there's some sense that there are groups you could join. I'm not necessarily getting dating sites. You should participate in groups. Angel, tell me in the chat. Hi, Gregory. Yes, hello, hello. Do you want me to pull a card, Gregory? Divine Masculine in the house. I definitely have guys who watch my channel. Welcome. I'm pulling cards. And Angel is saying that she wants a romantic relationship. It's interesting that he popped in at that time. And she got participation. Lack of participation in groups. As I said, this is sort of a symbolic image. It's 4 different people. If you look really closely, you can see hands. And it's like a weird kind of headdress, but they're trying to make it look like a vajra. A vajra, it's like a little, it's hard to explain. It's like a metal thing, almost like dice, but it's got a certain shape, and it's used a lot in like Tibetan Buddhism. So you need to participate in groups. So Angel, I'm going to ask you, what groups could you join? What groups could you join? Tell me in the chat, in the live chat, because you are here live. It seems like whatever activity you love, or even volunteering. I say that because that's something I do. And whenever I do volunteer, think about it. People who volunteer are really giving people. As a girlfriend of mine said, assholes don't volunteer. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of strong. I mean, some other people don't volunteer, but she's like, asshole people do not volunteer. It's either people who are kind of neutral or really good hearted. So let's see what Angel says. Angel says, I am on some groups. Maybe I need to expand them. You say on some groups. Are you talking about only online? Because I'm getting in person, Angel. You see, I'm getting in person. So tell me what you mean by you said I'm on some groups. I'm not feeling for you digital groups are the way. No. It's something about your energy and your smile and your glow. It needs to be in person. It needs to be in person. So Angel, let me know, are these groups that you're in more digital? Because I'm getting you need to get out there and be in person. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Let me look and see some comments while I wait. I want to join this dance group. Yeah, you're being told because as I said, you got the card reversed. So this is the information, but you're having trouble doing or executing it. And so it's like, what is it? It's participation. So you're having trouble. That's why it's reversed. Participating with groups, like-minded people, Angel. So I'm not telling you to go join, don't join a group. Like if you love cooking, maybe take a cooking class, or it could be even something like swimming. You don't know how to swim, and maybe there are lessons or there's something starting, something that you have an interest in, because then, of course, you're gonna, okay, you are in some groups, you volunteer with kids. Okay, now, but do you see how that's great, but they're kids. I am not telling her not to volunteer with kids, okay? But she said she wants a romantic relationship. So unless it's parents, like unless you're going to meet a parent, yeah, the kids, that's good. But also think strategically. Think strategically. I'm going to pull one more card for you, Angel. So you need to participate in groups of like-minded people. Yeah. Oh, you're getting ready to watch Wakanda Forever? Okay, Gregory, I'm going to pull really quick for you. I would love, can you come back and tell me, because somehow I'm just not as hyped about this. It's because a lot's going on in my life. And since the lead guy died, yeah. Gregory, when you watch it, seriously, come back and just say, hey, it was great or something. And I'm waiting for Angel to get back to me in terms of think about, Angel, what types of groups where you'll meet adults, potential to date. So I'm pulling for Gregory. Strength. You got the strength card. That's interesting. Divine masculine. And yeah, you got the strength card. Maybe tap into your own strength more, feel your own strength more, and you are stronger. Very likely you're stronger than you may think. So the energy, the angelic energy for you, Greg, is strength. And they show an angel with a big oak tree. And it's got the arms are out like this. So yeah, the quality of strength is being sort of given to you. You're getting that support to be strong and to know your own strength, Gregory. So yeah. Come back and tell me how Wakanda Forever was. Literally on this video, in the comments, say it was great, 3 stars, 4 stars, whatever. All right, good. Hi, Teresa. So welcome. So again, I'm glad Gregory's here, Angel's here, Robbie is here. Hi, Robbie. And Joanne and Jasmine and Silverhead and Ameristar were right at the beginning. They were here. Goddess Kwana. Nice. All right. I think that this will be the last card I'm going to pull. If you have any other questions or comments, things you'd like to see on the channel, if they're within my wheelhouse, share, because that's where I get my ideas. So share right now. Take a moment. Those of you who are here live and or in the replay, what specific topics you might want to see, specific questions for the channel. And Teresa, are you new to the channel? Teresa, are you new? And is it in any area? So for instance, Angel told me it was around romantic. And so when I got participation, that made sense to me. It's like she needs to be around more people where she can meet and greet and be cute and everything. So Teresa, what area are you specifically wanting? So I'm going to have a sip of tea and I'm going to wait for a little bit here. Yes. And Heather, I will absolutely answer your question. So hang around, Heather. Teresa, there's a little delay between when you type. So I'm giving her a moment to type. And then between when it comes to StreamYard, which is right here. Whoop. See, I'm dyslexic. StreamYard. All right. I don't see a response right. Oh, there she is. Okay, great. Teresa says, people around me and any opportunities. Okay, so with the angel card, I'm gonna go with the Osho card for you. Since you said people around me. Oh, hi Robbie. No. Facebook. No. If you want to support the channel and get sometimes extra content. Last month, though, with my dear friend in the hospital, usually I will do a goddess circle or a live or at least one other thing for the group. So Patreon or YouTube, if you want to join the channel and support this channel and you love what I do, that would be so awesome. I really appreciate it. It's like $3.99 is the lowest, and then you might get a discount. Actually, also, you guys get discounts when you enroll in things, anything I'm teaching. So, Robbie, to your question, I prefer Patreon. So let me just put that. It's like patreon.com/Yogini Kala. That was the name I had signed up under. So I'm going to pull now for Teresa. And then I also have a great question from Heather. So Teresa says, people around me and any opportunities. Okay, so they're kind of two questions, but I'm just going to see what it is. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have the cards here, right? And I pulled, and she got the card I pulled for someone else, and I was shuffling that whole time, got the exact same card. So this is like astrology in that there's an energy. Teresa, I don't know if you were here before. I've only pulled like 5 cards so far. You got the same card. You're not stepping into your queenhood. This is the Queen of Fire. It means that you need to share more. You need to share more. You got it like this. So you have gifts you can share. You have abilities, gifts, or even information that you can share, Teresa, and that you're not sharing yet. You're not stepping fully into your queendom. By that, I mean, you see how she's shown as just really large. There's beautiful fabric. There's a sense of ampleness. She is got food. She's got light. She's got flowers. This isn't a woman who's lacking anything. So Teresa, you need to share, give more. It might be information, it might be training, it might be your speciality. Maybe you bake cakes, maybe you know about herbs, maybe you're really good at soothing babies, or there's something where you could be giving in an area, maybe teaching specifically or helping that you're not fully embracing yet. And when you do, you will step into more abundance as a result. So I hope that's really beautiful. And you're the second person to get the exact same card reversed. And I literally have them in my lap and I'm shuffling, and you got the same card. So pretty wild. Teresa, let me know what you think about that. So it's your first live. Okay. It's your first live. Yeah, you got the exact same card. The woman who got the card before you said she was a community healer, and it resonated with her as well. I'm going to pull one more card for you, Teresa, and then I'm going to answer a question that was posed about spiritual awakening by Heather. Hi, Allison. Yeah, Robbie, I'd love for you to become a channel member. Also, occasionally I put their names on the videos, the patrons. Patrons or members, it's the same thing. I think there's like literally a penny cheaper on YouTube, because I think YouTube is like $3.99. Like, I think that's the lowest tier. So for Teresa, I'm going to pull also an angel card for you. You got the angel card of support. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Jasmine says she got the same, Jasmine's message. Let's pray over one another. That is so interesting. Aha. And Teresa says, thanks, makes sense. In a complicated situation, hands kind of tied. Um, that's how you're feeling. That's how you're feeling. I don't know all the details. You also got support. So my sense, this is a really strong message, because can you see how support goes with this card? It goes with that. That she provides support, unless the only other way this could be, if you feel your hands are tied and it's not you, then Teresa, is there a woman in your life? I mean, literally could be like a mother who could help you, and maybe isn't, or you're not asking. Hold on. I'm just going to turn my lights back on. Does that make sense, Teresa? Because you also got that support card. So yeah, like you need support or you can give support. So I'm wondering, if you feel that it's not you, it might be more that you need support, and that there's maybe a woman you are looking to be able to help you who isn't, or isn't able to. Again, with just the two cards, it's not clear enough to, yeah, but yeah, let me know what you're thinking. Silverhead Fitness said that was a great card for Teresa. Resonated with me. Yes. Yeah, I mean, the both cards are kind of saying the same. So I just want to, oh yeah, Gregory, thanks. Yeah, let me know about the movie. Enjoy though. I mean, the first one was amazing. I loved the first Black Panther. I don't know if it's coming out of everything that's been happening in the world. I just have not been that hyped about the second one, even though I was, when the first one ended, I was so ready. I would have watched a sequel immediately. So yeah, let us know. Let me know if you like it. So Teresa, yeah, what do you think this is? You said your hands are tied. No, it's just me. Okay, I definitely need it. Sure, I'll pray for us all. Yeah, if it's just you, then it's saying there is something you can give. Um, it's almost, and is there someone you can support, or is it support yourself, Teresa? It could even be support yourself. Like, if you're in a difficult place, and this is what we talked about in my meditation group this morning, if you're having difficulty, Teresa, it could be that you may need to provide yourself with more emotional support and loving kindness and so on. But it doesn't quite lean into that, because this is about a woman who has ample gifts. She can share like a queen, and you got it reversed. So I think you may have more resources than you think. Potentially, and look for support. Since you got the support card, look for support. Maybe there's a grant, maybe there's some sort of financial aid you can apply for, something like that. Okay, I wish you the best. Allison, thank you. Bevelyn, they don't always send out a notification. They don't send it out to everyone. Here's why. Say 3 channels you love, they could notify you. They don't want to send you 3 notifications, right? Because then people complain, oh, YouTube's sending me too much. So they might pick one and send it. So yes. Allison, I'm going to see how tired I am, because hold on. Let me just go back. Allison, John says, Bevelyn's here. There was a question I wanted to answer. Yeah, I want to answer Heather's, and then I'll check in, because I've been going for a while now, and I actually need to make my soup. Heather says, do you have any advice for someone going through a spiritual awakening while being a mom, single mom? I want to be more present with my kids and less fearful. Yeah, Heather, that's a huge, huge question. I'm going to pull a card for you on that. You're going through a spiritual awakening. Sometimes what I actually tell people is to slow down the spiritual practice, because you need to be, you're telling me, oh my gosh, and you guys, poor Percival, the wind is scaring him. So he's like ready to try and attack like the trees outside or something. Heather, I'm going to pull a card for you. You're going through a spiritual awakening, and I'm shuffling as I talk to you, but you're a mom and you want to be more present with your kids and less fearful. Yeah, I would slow it down. Because I've worked with people who are like getting very scared. They're doing a lot of spiritual practice and it's making them fearful. You need to back off a little bit would be my first thing. Slow it down. You're not going to you're still going to evolve spiritually, but maybe you need to slow down what you're doing and you may need a different practice. So I'm going to pull for you, Heather. There's two cards and this wants to turn. Yeah. Okay. You can't make this stuff up. So this card, she said, right? You heard her say spiritual awakening. She got the rebirth card and it felt to me like it wanted to spin. So what it is, yeah, you're going through a rebirth. So this card, you see it shows three. It shows a camel, you guys. Welcome if you're just joining. It shows a camel. Then it shows a lion, and then it shows like a child playing a flute. So Heather, the message for you with this card is the camel is when we're dull. So before your spiritual practice, camels are they're sweet. And the idea is just sort of like do, 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 do. You see how it's in the clouds? You see that? The next evolution is the lion, and the lion roars, right? The lion is strong and individualistic, and the idea it just roars out its truth, Heather. All right. So then the final image is of like a young child playing a flute, and that's supposed to represent like an innocence, where before you were sort of dull in your evolution, you were just like the masses. Then you got to the lion stage where you're kind of like almost like no, you're just exerting your power, and now you're at a stage where you're going to evolve to a stage where you're like this child, very free. And the idea of playing the flute is this sense of freedom and joy and lightness, and where you do what's right for you, not because you want to say no, and not because you can't even think for yourself. So Heather, you definitely are going through a rebirth, and just know that it's happening. And I don't see any reason for you to be fearful. Why are you feeling so fearful, my love? Why are you feeling fearful? Why are you feeling fearful? To Heather. So those of you who are just coming, I'm going to stop. I'm feeling tired and I've been on for an hour, but I invite you because a lot of you came in after, not your fault. I am having a sale on reading. So like, if you're asking a question here, just get a reading. I have a half-hour reading. I don't have the prices in my head because it's a discount, but the link is right below. Like if you on YouTube, if you click to open the video, you'll see the link and you'll see the sale. You should be able to see the sale code. The codes are limited, so it's not time limit. So I can't say to you 5 days or 6 days. Depends how many. I put a certain number of sale coupons. Once those are gone, they're gone. So the best thing is to get a reading. I read for anyone. So, if you resonate with it, you can get a reading and you'll get more information. Heather, yeah, let me know. What did you think of that card? I only like to pull for people who I know will respond. So I don't like if somebody asks me a question and I do the reading and then they disappear. Like that doesn't feel good. So Heather, are you still here? Of course, she had kids, so the kids might have gone. The kids might have needed her. Mhm. And Teresa, yeah, I hope that was helpful. Let's see. So waiting, yeah, Heather might have had to turn off. She was going through a spiritual awakening, she says. And yeah, I definitely got that because she got the rebirth card. And I was just urging her to maybe slow down her spiritual practices if she was feeling fearful. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, this sounds more complicated than you can explain even with that, because even that opens a can of worms. Legalistic environment. So then I think about lawsuits or yeah, and spiritual abuse. Okay, so yeah. So that is a very big question. If you can, maybe do a half-hour reading. But if you're feeling fearful, I thought the fear was from maybe things you were seeing or hearing. Now it sounds like it may be outside people. So yeah, that's too complicated to answer in this format. But if you can, I would slow down the spiritual practice if that's what's making you fearful. If it's outside people making you fearful, then that almost feels beyond the scope potentially. But yeah, and spiritual abuse. I feel like I have to some degree. I mean, some of us who grew up in very traditional religious backgrounds, I don't know if I'd full out call it abuse, but it really might have been looking in hindsight. I know some people have really severe abuse, so I don't know what level. So I'm so glad you guys were all here. Um, it was really nice to see you, Bevlyn, and you joined. Yeah, usually I'm live on Sundays, but not every Sunday. I may make it, second Sunday or third Sunday. I have to figure that out. Yeah, yeah. Oh, the card resonated. Yes. I'm glad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you are. I mean, spirit is confirming. So just, I would say, do whatever you can to be less fearful, because when you're fearful, it's easy for people to control you, um, just an outside forces to control you, Heather. So whatever you can do to minimize feeling fearful, that would be what I would say. All right. That would be what I would say. Robin, because you had asked about and wanted to support the channel, I'm going to pull one angel card for you, like I've done for other folks. I think I'm an angel card versus Osho. And you had said, I know where I want to go, but not sure how. Nothing I do works. Oh, Robin. Robin, you may, yeah, nothing I do works. Okay, let's see. I'm going to pull one card for her, an angel card. Faith. Ah, yeah, you lack faith. Look at how I pull the card. This is literally how I pull the card. And then I was going to turn it around, but I want to show you. So, Robin, you just said nothing I do works. Look, you lack faith. You need to work on your faith. That's why, I mean, you can't make this stuff up. And the faith, it shows two angels. This is so beautiful. They're on a trapeze, and one, they're reaching out like this because they've got to grab. They've got to grab. And so just like that, you have to have faith, right? Because on the trapeze, right? You let go of your feet and then you're literally suspended in the air. And there's that moment where you could just drop and the person's got to catch you. So Robin, yeah, you need to work on your faith. Again, it's so perfect for her question. It's just so perfect. Your faith isn't there. I would literally do an affirmation. I would do an affirmation related to faith. I have this whole writing process that I'm developing, a journaling process, but I would start writing something about faith. Like every day, I grow in faith and confidence, or I grow in faith and belief that what is for me will show itself, or something like that. Something that makes you feel build more faith, that gives you more faith. So that makes sense with you're saying to me, nothing that you do works. That tells me you're feeling kind of hopeless, right? Robin, you're feeling kind of hopeless, right? I know where I want to go, but not sure how. Robin, you do not have to know the how. Watch some Bob Proctor, watch anybody like that. Watch any, I can't think of names now, but like people like that. You don't have to know the how. Let spirit do the how. You work on getting clear on where you want to go. So if it's you want to move across the country to the sunny part, you want to move to Florida or something, get clear on that and then take a little action. You'll get the next step, and then you take action, then you'll get the next step. So Robin, work on your faith, work on having more faith. Yes. And that is what's going to help you. Wow. Robin says, I totally felt that in my solar plexus. That is amazing. And yeah, the solar plexus is about our personal power. Wow. This is deep. I was signing off, but we're getting into deep stuff here. We're getting into deep stuff. Yes. So high vintage. Yes. I'm wrapping up. So Robin got the card of faith, and she said she felt that in her solar plexus. Yes. The solar plexus is the chakra really of exerting yourself out in the world, of creating what you want. It's power. Everybody's obsessed with the root chakra. You have to get up to the third at least and continue evolving through the chakras and getting the energy clear. So yeah, Robin, you need to work on faith. Guys, again, before I go, I'm having a oh, love Bob Proctor. Yeah. Just go to his free channel, listen to some of that stuff. Because when you say nothing I do works, that like I said, I hear, disappointment. You're starting to give up. You're just not feeling good about things. If you say you said nothing I do works, right? Again, I'm not blaming you, but because that's how we'll know what's happening. So you told what you felt, and the spiritual reply was you lack faith. Your faith is not strong enough. So even Bob Proctor says you could be literally 1 inch from your goal, but you don't know. You can't see that the very next step you take is going to bring you what you desire. And so you're ready to stop and you're like, nothing's working, nothing's working. And if you just took one more step, if you just took one more step. So yeah, very powerful. Again, come for a reading, guys. I'm having a sale right now on the year ahead. My reading will be the early part of 2023, what you need to know. So I think that's a great reading. That's why I came up with it. It has a cute name, but I can't think of what I named it. But it's like 2023 preview. Some of you have booked already. So there's a 30-minute and you're saving a lot of money off. And then there's an hour reading. You're also saving money off. And let me just check real quick. I'm sure I put it in there. Yeah, it's under the video. It's under the video. It says flash sale on a new type of soul alchemy reading. And I'll look specifically at challenges and potent possibilities in the first months of 2023. Now, to look further than that, I don't recommend, of course, give you a whole year reading, but things change so much. So I'm focusing on the very start of 2023 in these readings. So January, February, and March, right? That first season. And then that starts the year rolling. So the link is in the bio. There's a limited amount of them. And lastly, before I go, again, not everybody sees every video. The mini retreats, the one coming is open to men and women. The link is also below. That's a mini meditation retreat where I lead you through a whole afternoon of mindfulness. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. We had the first one, and I have 2 more coming. Okay. So with that, I'm going to sign off. Nancy, is great to see you. John, Vintage Sims, Robin, Heather, some new folks I saw in here. It was great. Teresa, Gregory's on his way to see Wakanda Forever. He popped in. Joanne. Yeah, Ameristar. So many blessings, guys. Yeah, it was just to really connect. Hopefully something I said in here resonated for you. And just stay blissed and blessed. Have a beautiful week. And if you celebrate Thanksgiving or Turkey Day, as I just disrespectfully call it, I'm not a vegan, but I just don't particularly like turkey. I know it's not just about the turkey, but it seems like it's kind of what it is. Love you guys. Bye. Have a great week.